The biggest digital marketing mistake that loan officers and entrepreneurs across the globe make isn't doing too little. It's doing too many random things. The random acts of marketing is killing your business. So I know this because I used to do it. So I'm going to make sure that we pull the lever of my mistakes so you can get those wins faster. So most lenders start marketing online. They do all the things. They sign up for Canva. They sign up for Opus. They're learning AI. They have the highest version of ChatGPT, and they're doing all the things. But what happens is they're a jack of all trades, master at none. And when your strategy is scattered, your results will always feel inconsistent. I know this because the consistency with loan officers and entrepreneurs, I'll just say loan officers because they're the most people that I'm coaching right in this moment. My focus for quarter one is teaching mortgage lenders how to bring their business online. So I see the inconsistencies and the random acts of marketings with them, but takes one to know one. I used to do this myself. I was selling things on Amazon. I was making a couple cold calls. I was taking some people to dinner. I was making some past client phone calls. I was signing up for every monthly membership under the sun. But when you don't follow through with something 110%, your business is going to fail. So what you are going to learn today is how to be laser focused, what kind of systems and processes you can put into place to stay away from those shiny objects. And before I dive into the lessons, if you don't know me, if you're new here, I am Tiffany Rose. I help with all things marketing, especially when it comes to CRMs, video, digital marketing. Don't be afraid of the words digital marketing. So all things marketing. Marketing and innovation is the backbone to your business success. So if you are not marketing, or if you feel like it's random acts of marketing, or yeah, I signed up for Canva, yeah, I did this, yeah, I did that, you're going to learn a lot today. So make sure you follow, like, subscribe so you don't miss out on the new free trainings. Like, what a great place YouTube and podcasts are that you can get these trainings for $0, for free 99, and it'll help you close more loans, get more deals in the door, and help you feel more confident because you'll actually have a strategy. When you don't have a strategy, you get emotional, you get frustrated, you feel defeated, you procrastinate. When you have somebody like me giving you the strategy, it takes the emotion out of it, okay? So lesson number one, you ready? Okay, so make sure you comment, follow, like, all the things. So lesson number one, focus beats frenzy. Love, love, love that. Focus beats frenzy. I love it so much. I just started my second wave through it. So the lenders who grow online, they're not doing everything. They're doing one thing consistently until they master it. So remember that. If you're doing one thing and you don't follow through 110%, and you'll know when you followed through 110%, because that means it's going to bring money to you. It's going to, quote unquote, monetize. So if you're doing things and you feel like, God, I'm like working all day and nothing's working, we start to kind of spiral down. It's because it's not monetizing because you have not followed through with it. That first thing that you want to master, 110%. So one platform, for example, or one messaging, speaking to like one niche, one audience, all of that is going to help you with your consistency and sticking to one thing and mastering it and following through. So I love the saying consistency equals currency. Consistency compounds. So there's a lot of other ways that you can make money and have a scalable business and all that. But without the consistency, that's like the foundation. That's like building a house that you don't have a strong foundation. And then you put the roof on and it falls into a sinkhole. So every lesson that you give, every message you give, every time you practice the same things, your audience builds trust with you. They start to understand the vibe you're going for, that your zone of genius is X, whether it's first-time home buyers or maybe self-employment loans, bank statement loans, whatever kind of thing that your jam is. Or again, if you're an entrepreneur of any sort, you want to be the brain surgeon in one certain area and focus on that, because your audience will know where your focus is, but also you get to fine tune yourself. You get to go back in and practice and build the muscle without having these moments where you're like, well, how did I build that lead magnet again? Or how do I do this? Or that Canva thing? How do I add a text box in or add an image? So jack of all trades, master at none. I'm going to say it probably 5 more times in this video. So if you keep switching platforms, switching your niche, switching even your camera work. If you hop on my YouTube and you see a different background every 5 seconds, you're going to be like, what is this? What's going on with this girl? I mean, yeah, I'm ADD brain. Most entrepreneurs are, but I found ways to stay consistent stopped chasing shiny objects and found strategies that I can put into place. So that way I don't continue having that ADD and letting that like run my business. I've never been technically diagnosed with ADD, but I know, that I have it. And most entrepreneurs do. And one thing I want to say is that when you train that beautiful, it's not like ADD. It's not a something that you should be like ashamed of. I like yell it through the rooftops because basically what it equals to is having a beautiful entrepreneurial spirit. So that beautiful entrepreneurial mind is what you got into an all commission bonus, whatever kind of scalable, profitable business, because you didn't want to be tied to a desk. You didn't want to be computer coding or doing those kinds of things. So if you're switching around and chasing shiny objects, if you catch yourself in the moment and go, okay, I'm not focused, I'm going out in a frenzy, it's just my beautiful entrepreneurial spirit, go back to the strategy, go back to training your brain. Because again, I have major ADD, but undiagnosed, of course, but I know I have it, and I have to continue to find systems to where I fall off the tracks. I put myself back on, like having an outline for a longer form video, right? So if you want help building a focused marketing system instead of guessing what to do next, then I want you to download my daily free sheets and book a call with my team. Somewhere down here in the bottom, most likely, if you're watching this on YouTube, there's going to be a free training I'm going to be giving you. So basically, I'm going to be teaching you how to get 20, 30, maybe even 40 leads in a short amount of time, and also download my daily sheet so it helps you get it all done. Know this about marketing. Know this about success, about business success. If you just focus on winning for the day, then you win for the week, you win for the next day, you win for the month, you win for the quarter. But you can't do anything about the past. You can't worry about the future. It's just, what do I do right now to stay on track and make sure that I'm understanding that focus beats frenzy? So my daily sheet and my free training will help you do the needle movers, manage your mind, manage your time, and also get some business rolling. So lesson number 2, repetition builds authority. I used to think, well, if I do the same, if I talk about the same niche all the time, if I'm always talking about like first-time home buyers, people are going to get bored with it. But it's actually not the case. Repetition is hypnotic. So some of these phrases that I throw out there, like consistency equals currency, I want you to write it down, like put on a Post-it note somewhere, put on your vision board, cork board, in your office somewhere to remind yourself of these things. Because when somebody told me, one of my coaches, repetition is hypnotic, I'm like, let me think about that. I used to worry about my ads, my Facebook and my Instagram ads popping up too much in people's feed. And that's absolutely not the case, because the more they see Tiffany with the blonde hair, at the time I had super blonde hair, and with the green satiny shirt, it's like, oh, okay, that repetition is hypnotic. Also works because you're going to become, the more you do the same activities, the more you practice Canva only, the more you master Instagram before you move on to TikTok, you're also showing up as more of an authority, because people can, like, everything is energy. People are knowing, they're starting to know that you're the vibe, that you know what you're talking about, because your confidence is growing. So not only are you sharing your zone of genius to build trust with the audience and get away from that frenzy type behavior and focusing on one thing for your consumers, but you're also getting better and better. And that where your focus goes, your energy flows. So don't you love all my phrases? So I love them, and I always share them on pretty much every single video, because that is what those phrases, there's probably about like my top 10, which one day I'll do a video. If you want me to do a video on my top 10 phrases that have helped me make millions of dollars, comment yes, comment 10, comments, whatever you want. Tell me about it in the comments, because those phrases are fire. I don't just say it like consistency equals currency just because I think it would be funny for you to hear today. It's actually maybe millions of dollars, okay? So repetition builds authority. Eventually, on lesson number 2, when you implement this and you follow through 110%, what's going to happen? I thought of this quote earlier. I'm just going to read it. Like, that's the lender. The audience is going to start thinking, that's the lender who explains things clearly to me. This is a lender who shows up consistently for me and gives me value. This is a lender that XYZ, okay? So when those conversations in their head unconsciously, by the way, start happening, it's quite a shift, okay? So remember that as we move into lesson 3. So, lesson number 3, strategy always comes before the tools. Signing up for Canva. I hate to pick on Canva because Canva's boss, right? But like I did this, so I like to tell my own stories because I feel like it helps you. So signing up for Canva and paying the monthly membership does not mean I'm a badass entrepreneur, lender. I'm going to get all the leads. Like that doesn't mean anything. What's my strategy that's going to come up when I implement Canva? Am I using it to create lead magnets? Am I using it to create like my YouTube banner, which I did? So if, look at my YouTube banner. That was all on Canva. Once upon a time, my team did. Are you using it for webinars? So I used to use it. Now I use Gamma. It's an AI. But it's like, what's the strategy? Why am I signing up for this thing? Or why do I want to learn this thing? If you're getting on video, I'll simplify it even more. If you're getting on video, what's the strategy behind your video? Are you just posting because like somebody told you to just do a video and hopefully leads just flat and you know what? That's not going to happen. What is the strategy? What's the framework? What problems is my ideal client having that I'm going to solve in this video? That's a strategy. So when you have that, then you could figure out, well, what tools do I need to pay for? Or what tools do I need to learn, right? Investing in yourself is a tool. Taking care of that gap in your skill or knowledge is going to help you. That's a strategy, right? So what do I need? What tool, what coach, whatever it is that's going to help you. It's not just signing up for Opus and Canva and ChatGPT and Gamma and, you know, all the things that I've paid for before. And like I said, don't get me wrong. Those are all pretty boss, but you have to do one, master it, move on, master it. And you'll know again, I'm going to say this again. You'll know you've mastered it when it monetizes, when you get that first lead, when you get that closed client, when you get that paycheck, okay? I remember the more you serve, the more you deserve. So if that is the case and you are serving, you deserve, like the universe, God will bring you that. They'll bring you whatever you want as long as you're coming from a place of service, which in my next video is going to be what digital marketing actually looks like for a loan officer. I'm going to lead you right into how to create the content that serves people so you actually earn the right to ask them for their business. So make sure you download the daily sheet, the training, like this, comment, all the things. You can book a call with my team if there's slots open on the calendar link below. If you're listening to this on podcast and you want to book a call with my team in the footer, somewhere on the page, you can go ahead and grab a spot if we've opened it for you. Okay, so 30 minutes will help you get on track, finding out what your boulders are stopping you from your current self and that future version of yourself that wants to close more biz. Okay, so hope this was helpful. Go look for my next video. What digital marketing actually looks like for a loan officer. I'm going to tell you how to serve. I'm going to give you exact framework on how to make your videos and your emails and your conversations pop. So see you on the next one. Bye.